Hello, everybody. Wausau Katie Rosenberg here with my amazing compatriot, Marathon County Health Officer Laura Scudiere. How are you doing today, Laura?
Hi, Katie. Thanks for having me. It's a
Oh,
pleasure to see you.
Good to see you too. This is my favorite way to end the week, even if I'm beginning it by posting this. So hot tip.
Me too. Yes.
Awesome. Okay, so we got three things, and I am ready to launch into it.
All right.
Okay, so obviously kids have been in school for about a week and a half now, maybe 2 weeks by the time this goes. So we're hearing from some people, maybe their kids wake up with a little bit of the sniffles or a fever, or I don't know, I'm confused if it's allergies. What should parents do with their kids in that instance? And I feel like I know the answer, but let's just lay it out there.
Okay. Yeah, there's a lot going around right now, not just COVID. So kids may wake up with a fever. They may wake up with cough, cold, sniffles. We're asking parents to keep their kids home if their kids are experiencing symptoms. And if their kids are experiencing symptoms, to get them tested. And so that means cough, cold, fever, loss of taste, smell, and it may just be allergies, or it may just be respiratory illness. That testing will tell you whether or not it's okay to bring them back. You do not want your child to be COVID positive in the school. It's not pleasant experience to know that your child may have passed COVID onto other children. So we just ask that parents, if their child is symptomatic, keep them home.
Okay, stay home, get tested. I'm going to skip my second question and go to my third question, and then come back to question two. So, okay. Testing, we should get tested. I'm hearing different things about how that's going. What's the testing scene looking like? Is it hard to get a test? What can you tell me?
The testing scene.
I don't know what to call it.
Yeah. Testing, lots of people are trying to get tested right now. Testing, there's a lot more demand for it than there was like even a week ago. And what we're finding is that the testing lines and getting tested, it's harder to find tests now. And so we just ask that if you want to get tested, and a lot of people get tested here in Marathon County at Aspirus or Marshfield or Walgreens or CVS, that you do it through their apps or their websites. You can call them. You may have to wait a little while, but what we're asking is that nobody go to the ER to get a test. They've been seeing an increase of people going to the ERs, and what happens then is if you go to the ER to get a test, they do a full workup on you, and it can get expensive. Okay. So do not go to the ER to get a test, please.
Okay. Super expensive, so look out. Yeah. Okay, well, thanks for that info. Call them, set up an appointment that way. Got it. All right, so my last question is more about if you learn that you've been exposed, but maybe you haven't heard yet from the health department. I think there was a little bit of that with the exposure at one of the schools recently. People were reading about it in the media before they heard. So what should people do if they find out they've been exposed?
Yeah, and because we're at capacity at any given time, and today, in fact, we're over capacity. And so there may be a delay between when we find out someone is positive and when we're able to get notification out to those people. And so out to the close contacts of a positive case. And so we're actually asking positive cases to notify their own contacts. You do not have to wait for us to quarantine. If you find out that you've been exposed, Katie, like if you're out and about and somebody tells you, I was positive, I calling you up, I was positive when you were out talking to me, you can go ahead and start your quarantine. And we have quarantine guidance on our website at the Marathon County Health Department. We have it on the DHS website. There's quarantine guidance on the CDC website. And so basically, stay home, watch for symptoms. If you've been vaccinated, here's the bright silver lining. Katie, if you've been vaccinated and you get exposed, you don't have to quarantine.
Okay, well, that's good news for me. So can we I have a bonus question. It struck me as you were talking. When it comes to what counts as an exposure, again, I know we talked a little bit about that months and months ago, but what does that look like?
Oh my gosh, yeah. It feels like forever since we've talked about this.
I've been an expert in the field for a little bit here.
It's 15 minutes or more within 6 feet of somebody. And
Okay.
again, if you've been vaccinated, you don't have to worry about exposure and quarantines due to exposure. But, you know, if you have a child that can't get vaccinated yet because they're under 12, or if you've chosen not to get vaccinated, then you would have to quarantine if you get exposed.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, that's good info. I feel like I'm going to have some more questions for you next week, especially based on some of the executive orders I'm seeing. So thank you, as always, Marathon County Health Officer Laura Scudiere. You're amazing. Keep the team going. Let us know if you need cookies or popcorn or something.
Oh man. All right. Thanks for thanks for all the mayoring that you've been doing.
I can at least do that.
All right. Bye-bye.